Hello ladies, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you regularly join me. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you all about this Styl-Pro Mirror. If you're unfamiliar with Styl-Pro, I have a few of their devices now. One, a makeup sponge cleanser, and then now this illuminated light. So this is the Get Up and Glow mirror. It's got a dimmable LED light and it's USB rechargeable. It's slim, lightweight, stylish, and you're also able to magnify with it. Now, maybe you are someone that you are doing a facial at home and you're wanting to get rid of your blackheads, or maybe you are tweezing your eyebrows and you want to make sure that you are keeping things very precise. I think that we can all use a light like this, and equally, if you live somewhere where it gets dark in the mornings like I do, you may want to use something like this to really give yourself the most flawless makeup application if you're used to applying it in the dark. It doesn't really come out very nice when you do it like that. So I obviously have my makeup on now, but I wanted to come and talk to you about this and then like the kind of attributes to the product, and then I will show you how I did my makeup with this product. It says, Get Up and Glow Mirror is all you need for the perfect setup for professional results, wherever you are. You'll be spoiled for choice with 4 different mirrors and 2 magnification levels of 2 times and 5 times, so you won't ever miss a thing. Its compact design folds both mirrors into the middle with a micro USB charging port and protective sleeve, making for it to be travel friendly. Whether you are a beauty brainiac or a newbie, you'll have the chance to brush up on your makeup skills or learn something from the handy phone rest to follow makeup tutorials and create ultimate selfies. Oh, the world we live in. The dimmable LED light allows you to create beautiful looks all the way from the day to the night. So the benefits and the features are you have a selection of 4 mirrors with a standard of 2 times magnification or 5 times. There's a phone rest, which I don't use it to follow tutorials, but it is nice because I do usually watch YouTube or something, or Marco Polo if I'm talking to one of my friends while I'm doing my makeup. And then they have a dimmable LED light frame for evenly distributed lighting, and then foldable side mirrors that store away, which is easy for travel. And then a micro USB rechargeable protective sleeve for on the go. That was a mouthful. Last but not least, let's talk about the size, because size matters. It is 260 millimeters by 20 millimeters by 180 millimeters. I think that you could pack this in a carry-on if you so wanted. Now, as I mentioned earlier, have you ever done your makeup and then you go out into public and you're like, oh my gosh, I did not blend this properly? I feel like this will solve that problem. So let's get to the part where I show you how I've used this. All right, hello friends. I just have this set up at my desk and I've already got fingerprints all over it, which is not sitting well with me. But I have done my skincare. I've put on primer, so let's get into what else I've been using. I'm gonna put the camera so it's like looking directly in the mirror and you can just kind of see what it looks like when I'm using this mirror and see what I'm using on my face. So the first thing that you are going to see me put on is just this by Terry CC serum. I saw Lydia Millen use this years ago and I thought, well, she's way lighter than me. It's not going to work well on my skin tone, but I swear this product works well on the majority of skin tones unless you're really, really fair. So I just like putting it on to kind of give me a bit of a glow, especially if I'm using a primer that is more mattifying. Now, I am dressed. Typically, I don't get dressed before I put on my makeup just because in case something spills, and I am wearing cream denim, so you have to be really careful that you don't go and touch your clothing right after applying this. I prefer to use brushes, but with this product, I don't use a brush. I can't tell what it is. Is this? It must be this part of the mirror is showing this a part of the mirror. I don't understand what this is showing over here. I feel like I need to be closer in. The other thing that I'll say about this mirror is that I have it on a desk right now, but I really should have it a lot higher up because I'm quite bent over to use it. Do you find a foundation and then you want to scrape out every last ounce of it in the bottle? that's me and this Nars one. It's the Nars Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation in the color Cadiz, and I just feel like it is really good at covering without using a lot of it. I don't feel like a cake face, and it's not too orange. You know how I just said don't get it on cream pants? It didn't get on my cream pants, but I'm so afraid. Hold on. Okay, crisis over. I didn't actually end up getting it on my pants, but as you can see, I honestly, or maybe you can't see because I don't know how this filming is going, but I just put the tiniest amount of foundation on my face. I feel like that first product that I put on gives me a little bit of coverage, but nothing too crazy. And then I just go in and I buff this out. Now I do use another Nars foundation, or sorry, a Nars product, and it's the concealer. And then if there's any spots that I need to touch up, I just go and touch it up, because who wants to wear 1,000,000 pounds of makeup on their face? Like, some of you may be watching this and think, oh wow, that's a lot of makeup, because obviously it is subjective to how much makeup you typically put on. But for me, I just hate the feeling of foundation on my face. So I feel like just having that 2 really light layers of product that will give me a little bit of coverage makes it that I have more of an even skin tone. And then I go in and just kind of spot correct. Right. So this is the product that I've been going in and spot correcting with. It is the Nars Radiant Concealer. A lot of people use this under their eyes. I don't. I use it to spot correct. It's nice and thick, and I feel like it's one of the few concealers that are actually of the right tone for me. And I did have quite a few breakouts recently, so I just kind of lightly dab it, and then I actually let that sit. Hopefully you can see it, but I let it sit so it can kind of dry down a little bit. And then I do have my brows microbladed, but if I'm going out, I do like to just kind of touch them up a little bit. So I use this Misslin Chocolate Brown Duo, and I just lightly, I'll show you what it looks like. And I've had it for such a long time. It's probably expired, but I also haven't died, so. I will say with this mirror, it is nice to kind of have a really bright view of what's going on. And you can actually turn the brightness up, I believe. I guess not. I guess not. I'm pretty sure you can. I feel like I read that, but I also didn't. Once I opened the box, I didn't read the manual. Right, I got a little powder on my nose, so I'm just gonna use my foundation brush to get that away. And then this is what I've been using on my eyes. As you can see in the middle there, it is almost done. I've had it for a really long time, probably expired, but I just use this to go all over my eyelid. I like that it's a cream base. Nothing too harsh. And as you saw, I wasn't like very precise with it. Hopefully you can see that there. And then I just get it all over the lid. Then I take a brush like this and I honestly just buff it out. I used to have a friend that she was like, you think you did your makeup? You've just put one eyeshadow all over your whole eye. And I think there's girls who like to look like a paint by numbers. And then there's girls who like a little bit more of a natural look. And I think I understand which girl I am. So if you ever have someone say something rude like that to you, just know sometimes we have to take certain things into consideration, like knowing our audience. Right. So under my eye, I've been using a foundation, and this is the By Terry Hyaluronic Acid Hydra foundation. Now, I accidentally brought the wrong color, but it is really nice for brightening up under my eye and just a little bit of highlighting with, because it's so thin. And remember I said, like, I don't like the feeling of a lot of makeup. And again, I know that that's really subjective depending on how much makeup you actually wear. But for me, it's not the steps that I think is a lot of makeup. It's like how it feels on my face. And I don't want to feel like I could like scrape away my makeup. Even this is like pushing it for me. So then I have a brush like this, and then that's when I'll go and I will buff out the concealer dots that I put on. And then I'm just lightly, is it stippling it? Because I don't want to completely shear away the coverage. I'm trying to cover these spots, but I obviously have to blend it as well. And then so now that I've kind of stippled out in those other areas, I'm just going to go over the lighter areas. Again, I'm not someone that wants like a crazy highlight. There's some girls that do it, and I just, like, even people I know, and I just think it looks so bizarre. And especially if like, I don't know, if like they take a picture and it's not the lighting, I don't know, it's like a different lighting, you can literally see how, like, exactly where the lines were from where they've highlighted. It's like a complete triangle, and I'm not about that life, right? So I do bring it down a little bit. Now with the same brush, I wash it often. I use this Bare Minerals setting powder, and I set under my eye. It still creases. I feel like that's just makeup. That's just a part and parcel of wearing makeup. And then I dip that brush in and I go under my under eye. My friends, we are almost done. I honestly would have already been done if I wasn't chatting with you. So next I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. I would tell you what it is, but airbrush bronzer, but look at the back of it. And sometimes I got a new one from Gary Cockerill, and that is really good. But I kind of like using one product at a time. I'm not gonna lie. So I just put that on. I suck in my cheeks. I would love to have buccal fat removal. Would love it. But that's a different topic. But I suck in my cheeks, and then I just kind of bronze that area right there. I did see a TikTok video though showing how we should be actually contouring up here as opposed to where everyone does it down here, and it looked amazing on everybody. But I'm not really contouring with this. I'm just kind of bronzing, really. See, there's just a little bit of dimension to my face. Nothing crazy. Now what I'm liking about this mirror is that often if I look at myself here, it's kind of skewed, whereas when I look at myself in a mirror, and especially when I'm filming, I can see if there's any harsh lines, and this is just my foundation brush, and I just buff out those lines. Right, done. Now for some blush. So again, I like using one product at a time. I've had this blush forever. It's just from Sigma, and I feel like it's just like a neutral, nice pink. So I've hit pan on it, and I just think it's a nice blush. I just put it on the apples of my cheeks. But I can see on this side when I turn that it needs some more buffing out. So as I've said so many times, I like using like one product, but I still have my Becca Champagne Pop the Jaclyn Hill one. It's almost done. But lately, I've been loving this one from Pixi, and I got it years ago and just never really reached for it. I'm not a girl that likes to see a highlight from space. I like it very natural. So this one is kind of pinky, and I just like to lightly, I like dusting it more over my cheeks as opposed to like just on the highlight bone. And then I'll put it everywhere where I want it first. And then I just really go and buff it in. And then even that's still a bit extreme for me. So then I go back in with the blush brush and I just tone that down just a tiny bit. Do you see? I feel like it makes the most subtle difference. All right, friends, second last step. I use this Mavala Skin Vitality spray. I was using one from Algenist forever and it's done, and then I remembered I had this one, and I feel like it doesn't sink in as much as the Algenist one did, but it's still nice. So I just give myself a couple sprays, and I feel like that just makes everything congeal. Maybe congeal isn't the right word, but like congeal is definitely not the right word, but it just sets everything together like a gel. And I think that's why I was thinking the word congeal. Where is it? There it is. And if you heard my alarm go off, you know that I've got to wrap this up because I've got a focaccia bread in the oven, which if you follow me over on my other channel and you like homemaking content, you can head over there. You'll see it soon. Anyways, we've got mascara, and this is just the Nars Climax mascara. I go through phases where I get eyelash extensions done, and then I go through phases where I just like a light coating of mascara. Now, if you're rushing, like I just was, and then you get mascara on the top line, what you'll want to do is just let your mascara dry down, and then you can either use a Q-tip or I have these little things, and I will take a little bit of that setting spray. I think if you let it dry, it literally will just flake off, but I don't have the time because I need to go take my bread out of the oven, and so I just go over the lash line like that and kind of clean it up. I feel like if you are on a level up journey like I am and you're wanting to kind of refine yourself and make yourself look more polished at all times, it's the little steps like this that really help make you look more polished. It's not your makeup routine, but it's just taking care of those extra little maybe mishaps and refine them, polish them, keep them clean. Anyways, my friends, that is it for this video. If you saw the beginning of the video, and you would have seen what this makeup looked like, but this is how I did it. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this type of content, I've been doing a mixture of level up content, but we can't level up, we can't polish ourselves, we can't do all of these things without putting our best foot forward, and beauty will come into that. So if you agree and if you enjoyed this video, I hope you will subscribe so we can meet again in the next one. Bye.